Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. Thank you again for joining me. Today, it's been fabulous. My job got canceled, which that's not really that good, but my job was canceled and I went to Kirkland's and they had 50% off on all their Christmas stuff. I grabbed some coffee, came home, and now I'm playing with the most cutest, most adorable little palette right now. This is a Glamlite pizza palette. It does come in the box, so I know they have like the PR box, which is really big, but I actually purchased this myself and it did come in a pizza box. And then in the back, it kind of gives you a little bit of information about it. So I'm going to go ahead and read about it. Okay, so it says, indulge your taste buds with the world's most delicious palette. The pizza palette offers 18 mouth-watering toppings. Oops, we mean shades. From the healthy green, smoky browns, bright and vibrant yellows to spicy reds and oranges, this palette is perfect for even the pickiest of tastes. Now, the creator, which her name is Giselle, she's absolutely beautiful. She created the pizza palette because she is obsessed with pizza. She's from Brooklyn, so you know that she's getting some of the best pizza ever. So she created it because of her love for pizza. So you open it, and it does come with the cute little magnet which says, I love pizza. And here is like the biggest palette. It's absolutely adorable. I love the fact that when you look at it really close, you have like all these like real ingredients right here. And it's a really nice, sturdy little palette. It is a little bit on the thicker side. You open it up, you get a huge mirror, and then it also has like, you know, like the toppings up on top. And the one thing that I really love about this palette, or one of the things I love about the palette, well, it has like all the cheese. And then on top, you see the pans, which are a really good size. And they actually have the name on each, you know, pan, which is really nice. So we have red onions and bacons, but we'll get into that. Now, it does have this little thing attaching the mirror to the palette. So, you know, just keep that in mind that it's not like a really big, you know, sturdy piece that's going to keep it together. So just so that you know. Now, I love this palette. Now, as much as I'm always saying, you know, if you're a pro artist, it's not really going to be an easy palette to take around with you. I just kind of stick it in between my Zucca bags. Just like these right here, I'm like obsessed with these. Like my blood sugar, of course, is a little bit on the chunkier side. My Jaclyn Hill is pretty big. And one of my other loves is the Morphe, which is huge. So this palette, I've been taking it to work here and there. So just keep that in mind. But it is beautiful because it does have all these different colors. Like when you first look at it, you're gonna like, well, those are a lot of bright colors that I wouldn't really use, which is normally what I would say like my James Charles palette. But when you get into this, you could create so many looks, and it is just so vibrant and so pigmented. So let's go ahead and get into the colors so that you could see what they look like. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and do a couple swatches. So it does have 18 colors like it says. It does have 3 different shimmers right here. All right, so the first color we're going to swatch is a Red Onion, which is a shimmer. It's this beautiful purple color. Okay, and then the next one we have is Bacon, and they all feel really nice and creamy. So you can see they're crazy pigmented. The next one we have is Garlic. Then we have prosciutto, how you say it? It's this really pretty pink that I've been really loving lately. I just kind of wear it by itself. Let me go ahead and swatch that one again. And then we have Meatballs. It's making me hungry. We have Hot Sauce. And then we have Black Olives, which is a really nice, super jet black. Then we have a Marinara. We have Ham, which is another pretty lighter pink. Okay, and then we have Kamada Olives. I think I'm saying that correctly. You know I don't say things correctly. I'm going to go on the other side. We have Extra Cheese. I love cheese. Then we have Mushrooms. And then we have green peppers, which is a beautiful green. We have a pineapple, which is a shimmer. Oh, it's so pretty. We have basil. Let's swatch that one again. We have jalapenos, which is another shimmer. And we have a sausage. And the last one is pepperonis, and I'm running out of fingers. Oh my God, is that not beautiful? So these are the colors. Super, super pretty, and I'm going to get them all over the place. All right, so I thought that I would do kind of like a full face because I haven't really done that in a long time, and I know some of you guys like that. So let's go ahead and get started. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and put my elemiss moisturizer. I really like this a lot. This came in, I think it was in my Boxy Luxe. If you guys get the Boxy Charm, try the Boxy Luxe. This smells so good. It almost smells like the Huda products, except a little less potent. But you could definitely smell it, but it does totally remind me of Huda. It's just a really nice light moisturizer, and it feels really good. And I've seen this at Ulta. So I'm loving this. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and go in with my Beauty Blender foundation. I'm just going to put it in the back of my hand. But before that, I'm going to go ahead and take my Pretty Vulgar powder, which is just a really nice light translucent powder. I'm going to go ahead with one of my Jaclyn Hill brushes that I've really been enjoying it, and I'm just going to put a little bit of powder all over my face. This is going to actually help make all that kind of like stick and just be like the perfect little canvas. If you have oily skin, this is going to help you. And I know this seems really weird, but I've been doing this for years on myself, and then not too long ago I started doing it on the models on shoots, and it really does make a huge difference. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and go in with my foundation. I always like to see what the skin looks like. Sometimes if it's not on myself, on my clients, I'll go ahead and put the, you know, the blush and not the blush, the eyeshadow and all that stuff. But I like to see my skin look nice immediately. I can't for some reason put all that eye makeup on and then do my foundation. I don't know why. I've always been like that. A lot of people do it and it looks great, but I don't know. I'd rather have the fallout and deal with it. That's terrible. I don't want to have the fallout. But you know, this palette really doesn't have a lot of fallout. Okay, so I'm just going to put a little bit on. And then I'm just going to leave it. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and go into garlic. And I'm just going to press that all over my lid. I need to put music on, don't I? I don't know how to do that yet. Okay. After that, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go into Ham, which is a pink color. And these blend out beautifully. And I'm still using my little Jaclyn Hill brush here. Sometimes I just like to put a little bit of mascara and just leave this color. I'll put the garlic and then this color on, and then I kind of take off, because I don't really normally, and I've said this 100 times, I don't normally wear a lot of eyeshadows or anything like that. So you can see they blend out beautifully. And then I'm just kind of go above the crease a little bit with the extra that's on the brush. Okay, now I'm going to go in with a sausage. And I'm just going to place that on the lid. kind of feathering it out to that other color. And these actually blend out beautifully together. And then I'm going to get a fluffy brush and just kind of blend all that. All right, now I'm going to go in with another Jaclyn Hill brush. This is a little flat one. And I'm going to go into, I can't decide if I want sausage or meatball. I'm going to go into sausage again. And I'm going to go into my lower line and just kind of, see how pigmented that is? I'm just going to smoke that out. And as you know, I'm very light-handed. So I'm barely putting into or dipping into this color. You can see how pigmented it is. All right, now I'm going to go ahead and take another Jaclyn Hill brush, and I'm going to go into meatballs. Oh my God, look at that. I'm going to dab that in there because I barely put my brush in there and I picked up a ton of product. So I'm just going to dab that. And then after I distribute it all over the lid, then I'm going to go ahead and smoke it out a little bit. See? Go in there. Now watch how much product I picked up. And this blends out beautifully, like it doesn't get patchy. Oh, no wonder I can't see. I don't have it on the cuckoo side, where you could see all your pores and all the bad stuff. So Christmas is coming up so soon. Oh my goodness, I can't believe it. My stepson is going to be coming into town. I have a stepson. He is 17. He's 17 and naughty. But he is so cute. So he's going to be coming into town. So we're just going to be hanging out. We're going to be hanging out, just going to the movies and eating and doing all that kind of fun stuff. All right, now I'm going to go into my little Jaclyn Hill brush again. I'm going to go into meatballs. And go over that one more time because I want to make it smokier. All right, now I'm going to get another clean brush, another Jaclyn Hill. And I'm going to go into red onions, which is that purpley color. And I'm just going to put it on top of all those colors. I'm just going to blend it all out. You could actually lay this color down first, but I feel like you could see it better if you just kind of go over all the other colors. So pretty. So now I'm just going to feather that out because you don't want it to look like it's not blended. And again, that red onion is the shimmer color. So those masks that I laid down, if you're not good with blending, as soon as you put that shimmer on top like I did, it helps blend all that out so it doesn't look like patchy or these colors don't really get patchy, but it doesn't look like it's not blended. It doesn't look like a hot mess because that shimmer is going to make all that blend out easier for you. Just blend till your hands bleed. Okay, now I'm going to go into one of my favorite mascaras, and this is my Colossal Mini. I'm going to go ahead and put some of that on. All right, and then I'm going to put a little bit of glue on my new favorite eyelashes, and I'm going to tell you what they are. They are so beautiful. They're nice and fluffy. They're not really new, but they're new to me because I've never used these. I can't see to get the glue on there. I never used these, and they've become like my favorite lashes ever. They just are soft and wispy. They're not overly done or anything like that. So if you have a lot of eyeshadow work, you're not going to hide it with your lashes. So the lashes that I'm using are from House of Lashes. They're $12, and you could pick them up at Ulta, and they're the Light Iconic. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and put some liner on my eyelids. I want the black one. Put a little bit of liner. This liner is really good, by the way. This is from NYX. This is just the black one. I know I talk about the liquid one, but I use this on shoots all the time because it doesn't move. It's not hard to put on, like it doesn't tug on your eyes or anything like that. It's really black, and I love to use it especially like on my brows because it's not going to move or do anything crazy. Okay, so this is what the lashes look like. Super pretty. All right, put these little babies on. You know, it takes me a minute to put these on. Put the other one on. Yay, I'm doing good with them so far. And the band, what I like about them is that the band's not crazy heavy. Like when you have these really nice lashes, the bands are usually really heavy, and then they kind of start popping on you. I know because it happens to me all the time. So these bands are kind of thin, but they're beautiful. Aren't they pretty? Oh my God, I'm like obsessed with them. Okay, so now because I look really pale, I'm going to go ahead and go into my Sonia kashuk. This is my cream, my little cream bronzer. Where's my Real Techniques? I like to put it on with my Real Techniques brush. This is a good dupe for the Chanel cream bronzer. So I'm looking a little bronzier. And of course, I always go in with the light hand. All right, now I'm going to go ahead and go into this amazing blush by Tarte that I'm like obsessed with too. And I'm going to go ahead and go into the little bronzer. The little bronzer does have a little bit of golden flecks, but nothing like insane where it's like a crazy shimmer where, because I know some people don't like using a bronzer with a shimmer, but it's not so bad. Then I'm going to go ahead and go into this color and this color. I smile, make it look nice and natural. And I'm using kind of like the pinky blush because I want everything to kind of flow together. Okay, then I'm going to go ahead with my Jaclyn Hill brush again just to make sure everything is nice and blended. From the inner corners all the way to the outer. And then I'm going to go ahead and use my Express lip gloss that I'm obsessed with. It's a little bit on the pinky side. Sometimes if I have a lot going on with my eyes, I just like a really nice colored gloss. Then I'm going to go ahead and go into my Jeffree Star highlighter. where's the little highlighter? A Jaclyn Hill highlighter brush. And then I'm going to go ahead and go into this and just put it on my brow bone. Okay, so I have to apologize because my camera died while I was filming. Oopsie. Okay, before I died, I was saying that I like to use my Jeffree Star Siberian Gold Shimmer. I love to apply it on my eyes. I've had a lot of you asking me if what palettes to recommend because of blending purposes. If you're not very good with blending, this is actually a really nice little trick. So any shimmer will pretty much do, but you have to go in with the light hand because you don't want to disrupt that color that you already have laid down on your eyes. Okay, so Siberian Gold is one of my favorites. I love this for my eyes. I usually just put a little wash of this color on my brow bone and then off I go. But this is great to go in with a nice fluffy brush and then just, oops, I almost poked my eye out. And then you just kind of go over the eyeshadow. It just kind of softens it up a little bit. So it looks like it's really nice and blended if you're not good at blending. That's just a really nice little trick that I do. And then I went back into this lovely little guy right here, went into red onions. Just kind of, it is a shimmer. There's 3 shimmers in here. I kind of went in with my finger, just kind of dabbed it in the middle just to kind of make it a little bit more brighter. And then I went in with my Jaclyn Hill Morphe 42. I did wet it, went back in, and then just kind of smoked it out a little bit more. And because I wet it, it is a little bit more brighter. So I know you noticed that I didn't put concealer on after I did my foundation. Okay, so just a little recap on the little trick that I've been doing for years and started doing it at work, and it's been really working. My Pretty Vulgar powder, I love it. It's just a really nice light fluffy powder. It doesn't have a color, so I like to get a fluffy brush, just kind of go over my entire face, and then I apply my foundation. It helps everything just kind of stay in place, especially if you have oily skin. So after I did all of that, after I used my foundation, which is a beauty blender, I went ahead and went in with my Laura Mercier. It's a really nice concealer. There's 2 different colors. It's just like a nice light creamy. So I like to apply it with my finger because it kind of warms up that color a little bit. And then I kind of went in and placed a little bit underneath my eyes just to illuminate around there. So if you have oily under eyes and it creases, this is actually going to help you out from getting all that crease going on. And then you could apply a little bit of powder just to kind of set it. But pretty much when you do this little, this little routine, it kind of helps with all of that. Okay, so back to this palette. I think it's a great palette. There's a ton of fun colors. Don't get alarmed if you see like all these crazy colors, because I know some of my friends are like, well, there's a lot of crazy colors in there. But you know what? There's colors that you could use by itself, like ham. I like to put a little wash of ham on my eyes, little wash of ham, because it's just a really nice light girly color, and then put a lot of mascara on, and then off you go. You could do this with pretty much any of these colors. Well, not so much these. If you want to be fun during the day, you can. But anyway, you have your browns, you have your blacks, and then you have like these little pops of colors that are really nice and fun. I really like it. I think it looks great on light to medium to dark skin tones. So pretty much any skin tones, these will look absolutely amazing. Now, it is a nice big palette. As I was saying, I have my big James Charles and Blood Sugar palettes. I do take these to work once in a while. I don't carry them with me the entire time because they are really nice and big, and they have a nice little weight. It is fun for your collection. I think it's just really creative, and when I saw it, I fell in love with it. So the beauty of it, I do have a little discount code. Just use makeupbyevelisse at the end at checkout. You will get a couple of dollars knocked off the price. So that's it. I just think it's really fun. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please give me a thumbs up. Please subscribe, and I'll see you again for my next one. Bye.